Whoa, hello world. I'm live. There are instantly people on X watching. Instantly. Oh no. Sorry, EEVblog 2 has surpassed it. YouTube has surpassed it. Hey, Bob. Hey, Carfor. Hey, very boring name. You were here this morning. Ian Scott. That's not Ian Scott Johnston. Hey, Tyler. Hello, Georgius from the USA. USA. Can't get away. Hey, Alistair. Welcome to my very boring live stream. Didn't have anything better to do, so I'm going live, damn it. Hey, Arby, Benjamin. Tricky Necros, ELAB. Morning? No, it's 5:30 p.m. here. Proud to be here. Good morning, everyone down under. Hey, Picker. Hey, Paul. Yeah, we get a different time zone in the afternoon. If I do a stream like late afternoon, early evening here in Sydney, we tend to get the Europeans more, whereas if I do it, in the morning here, like, 9 a.m. or something, tend to get more Yanks. Yeah, going so late. Yeah, Paul's from the USA. But, yes, it would be late. Depends on where you are in the US. It'd be anywhere from midnight to, I don't know, 4 a.m. or something, wouldn't it? Or 10 p.m. or something? If you're on the East Coast. Later if you're on the West Coast. Bob, boring is relative. I could be spending more time with my family. This is far more exciting. Well, I just got booted out from the family. Well, I wanted to watch a movie. Because I'm babysitting at the moment. I'm home at the moment. Mrs. EEVblog is not here. She has a work Christmas party. So I am stuck here. Well, I don't have to be. I could go back to the lab. But it's like, it's 5:30 p.m. I could go back to the lab and, I don't know, do something for an hour. But she's going to be back late. She went to the office today, and she then afterwards she's having a office Christmas 7:30 in Auckland. Yes, the only place in the world that's ahead of Australia. 2 hours ahead. Driving to work at the moment. You're watching this driving to work. I assume you're listening. Driving to work. Fun. Hi from Germany. I've been on a German Autobahn. Oh, man. That was scary. Scary as anything. I'm getting a ride from, I was visiting a company over there that we're doing a technology transfer agreement with. We're in Hamburg, and then we took someone said, the owner of the company said, we'll go to Lübeck. Very nice little town, Lübeck. And we went to this church organ recital in Lübeck. This little, it was big church, and they had this, gigantic pipe organ thing. And we went to Lübeck. So we drove from Hamburg to Lübeck, and he's driving us in this beat up old like, I don't know, 1970s station wagon or something it was. And we were hitting over 200 Ks an hour down the German Autobahn. Oh my God. It was scary. I thought this car was going to fall apart. Oh man, that was, I'm sure it feels fine if you're in a modern safe car that can do that sort of speed, but no. Then we were getting part, but we were still doing like 200 plus, I think. He was nailing it on this Autobahn, and we're all packed into the back seat. And oh boy, yeah, that was something. Then I get to the little town of Lubeck, and there's a protest. People were protesting in the street with placards and stuff. I had no idea what it meant. I think I asked, and then he went, I don't know, something to do with some local, work thing, union thing or something. I don't know, something like that. Have I ever considered upgrading to 3-phase supply? No. You mean at home? No, absolutely not. There's no point. We've never even gotten close. We've never ever tripped our 63 amp main single phase fuse. Never even gotten close. And we've got an EV. We've got electric everything here. Electric everything. It's just because we don't turn everything on at the same time. Yeah, okay, we can draw. I'm going to sneeze. Saved it, I think. Okay, we can draw 30 amps charging the EV. That leaves us 30 amps available. Okay, we turn on the oven. What does that take? 16 amps or something? Then what else? Okay, if we turned on the EV, the electric cooktop, because we've got one of those induction cooktops. If we turned on the oven, and if we turned on the dryer, and I don't know, the dishwasher and the washing machine all at once, maybe we would exceed our 63 amp single phase rating. But otherwise, nope. And that's assuming that it's all at night and none's come, well, and before we had the battery. That's assuming it wasn't coming from the solar. Now that we have the solar, we basically can't turn on enough stuff during the day and take grid power, let alone, because it's all coming from the solar or whatnot. So even at night, okay, our battery's only capable of generating 5 kilowatts maximum, and then the rest has to come from the grid. But yeah, no, absolutely no need for 3-phase supply. That's why most homes in Australia do not have a 3-phase supply. We just don't need it. 63 amps at 3-phase, multiply and add 240 volts, multiply that, or 245 volts here. I'm at the extreme end. Our mains voltage ranges from 245. I can tell you right now, I can show you. I have the tools. I have the talent. Watch this. I can show you. Oh, no. Apparently I don't have much talent. I can't get to the... Oh, no. I thought I had the wrong solar program. Solarassistant.io. Huh? Sign out. Sites. There you go. If I go to my site, I can show you our mains voltage here. Okay. Hang on. Getting there. Getting there. Charts. Grid voltage. Cool bananas. All right. I will show you this because I have the ability to present. Share screen. solarassistant.io. There you go. Share. No. Hang on. There you go. Oh, my head's right next to it. There you have it. There is my solar assistant chart. I can make that full screen, can't I? Yeah, view. There you go. There's the grid voltage. See, it leads from 240 today. It never got under 241. Never got under 241. There you go. Here's our grid voltage. So what do we, so I can't, I've got to switch back to, I can't read that text. Yeah, and we're peaking at what, 253? Something like that, which is the official absolute maximum, because everyone around here has solar. Like every house in our street has solar. Yeah, our entire suburb is just filled with solar. So it goes gangbusters. But yeah, there you go. So the absolute peak, tippity top of where our grid, because we're a nominally 230 volt country. Our mains is supposed to be 230 volts, but it's still 240 in many locations, and I'm on the wrong side of that 240. So yeah, absolute maximum here. So, which means less current, of course. If you're on super high mains voltage, yeah, there you go. So no, never considered upgrading to three-phase. That was a very long answer. I know it's very different in other countries. What are the fluctuations from? The fluctuations are from all the solar around here. Australia has the largest uptake of home solar in the world. Something like 40% of our homes nationwide have solar. And as I said, in my suburb here, I could go on Google Maps. I'd be surprised if it's less than 70, 80% of homes around here would have solar. Hey, 45 in 24. Not tuned into a stream in eons. Oh, you're in North Rocks. Not far from here. It's considering three-phase to future-proof, but like you said, there is no need, especially when you have solar battery, to reduce supply from the grid. Yeah, if you've got solar, it's absolutely no need. Even before we had solar, although we had gas hot water, we've never had electric hot water. If we had electric, well, we now have, but we've got a heat pump hot water. But if we had an old school element hot water system, then well, no, we still wouldn't need three-phase, because then it'd be off-peak hot water, which means it'd come on at night time. The receiver inside, the grid utility would send out the 1 kilohertz tone or whatever it is, and it'd switch on your hot water system, and it'd come on at night when you're not drawing any other power. So, yeah, so it all balances it out. Yeah, you'd have to have some massive mansion to have three-phase. Like you'd have to be running like three-phase air cons and in 10 different air cons or something to be like, and yeah, it's just crazy. No, we don't even get close, not even close. And now with the solar and with the battery, even at night, we don't draw. We draw from the battery. Actually, at the moment, oops, let me go back and I'll show you. How do I hide that? There you go. I just remembered that there you go. Currently pulling 3.8 kilowatts from the battery. Solar's producing 1700, but that's just the solar from the DI. because this doesn't know about the N-phase system. But I am charging the EV at the moment. So, yeah, charging the EV. And it is sunny out at the moment. You can see it is sunny out the window. 5:45. So, yeah, pulling 3.8 kilowatt, although I do have the aircon up in this room on. I'm just had done before. I don't need it on anymore. So let me turn off the aircon, watch it drop, okay? 3,800, 3,830. Get your calculator out, get your computer out. I'm going to shut off. So it was 3,830 watts. And hello, McFly. Come on, turn off. 3,830. Oh, sorry, that's from the, yeah, that's from the battery. So it should, no, sorry, it's not going to drop. Oh, sorry, load. Load is, no, so confusing having two bloody systems. Thing didn't turn off. What? Turn off. There we go. Anything change? Yeah, there we go. So some of my battery was going towards that and the load there. There you go. So it dropped down. But so the rest of that is not much on at the moment. Basically just the EV pretty much and just residual stuff around. So most of that will be going into the EV at the moment. So I should probably go switch the EV off because I don't want to be chewing the battery. Oh, technically I could do it from here. Oh, should I try and do it? Hang on. Oh, I don't know if I switched my energy zappy. I've rarely done this. I haven't done it forever. Let me see if I can. No. How do you bloody well? In my energy account. Wonder if I can do it. Log in. I don't know if I actually switched because we did some stuff out the back. I'm not sure if I reconnected the power to the little Wi-Fi dongle thing. Device use. Is it going to load? No data available. No, I didn't switch it back on. I don't think I switched it back on. Dashboard. Set up your account. What? No. The Zappy's offline. So much for that. There you go. All right. So no, I'll go turn the EV off now. I'll be back in a minute. I'll put you back to here and you can watch it go down in real time. Did it drop? Yes, it dropped. Look at that. It's going back into the battery now. Awesome. So you can see the rate at which it was plummeting there. Yep. So it was going down. It was 100% today. It only last night. Hopefully you're seeing that. Only got to 72%. Ramped up to 100 pretty quick by, what, 10 a.m.? And then, yep, started doing the EV charging after that, which was taking some from the battery. So, yeah, it's a balance thing. So, yeah, cool. Now we're charging the battery back up. Beautiful. So, yeah, I have to turn my Zappy controller back on. It's got a little Wi-Fi dongle box. I don't know why they never built that in to the Zappy controller. It's just stupid. I don't get it. Yep, I do not get the Zappy at all. Cool product, but yeah, why wouldn't you build just the Wi-Fi interface into it? It's just stupid. Oh, here we go. The POM's crapping on about their superior plug again. Fuses in your plugs. A bunch of pansies. Oh, boy. Oh, have I caught up? Nope, I haven't caught up to the chat. StreamYard, can you please add like an auto thing that if I don't scroll the damn comments, it will auto scroll after like a couple of minutes or something? Did Insight get more customers from your videos? I don't know. But he did give me a discount. I just paid the invoice. He did give me a discount. Oh, the Phantom Power Draw, that's the... No, it wasn't bypassing the battery. Are you talking about the 80 watts or whatever? Or are you talking about the... No, I think you're talking about that residual thing, daily. That residual daily, I will never, ever draw zero from the grid on any given day. Even if I don't exceed my battery capacity, even if we have excess solar, it's because of the response rate of, say, if I turn a load on, if I turn the oven on or whatever, or anything, fridge switches on or whatever switches on, the battery does not have time, the control loop in the battery does not have time to generate that power. So that those spikes have to come from the grid until the control loop in the inverter, and they're deliberately set low, I believe, or slow. The control loops are deliberately set slow so that they're always not fighting each other or something like that. So yeah, they have very slow control loops in the solar inverters or the hybrid inverters which hook up to your battery. So if you're powering your house from a solar inverter, yeah, you can't draw. If you're in on-grid mode, if you're in off-grid mode, completely isolated, I believe you can set it so it instantly generates the power. But because I'm grid connected, it's set to a slow response time of the control loop. And yeah, so that power has to come from the grid. So every day, regardless of how much solar or battery we have, we will still have a small residual, like 1 kilowatt hour a day, 1.5, something like that, which will always be taken from the grid. Yeah, so that's a bummer. That's something I had never thought about before. I just assumed that if we had our battery and we had enough solar, to just power everything. But no, when you're in grid connected mode, it's raining in Berlin. You're in Hanover. So yeah, hey, you're on the Autobahn too. Yeah, so I pay for that. Yep. So even with the best solar and the best battery in the world, you still need that grid power if you're connected to the grid. because your inverter is not quick enough to supply those peak demands. And because the meter, the smart meter in the box, instantly responds, like it's sampling multiple times per second. It instantly responds, so it knows you're drawing those spikes. So, yeah. So it's always residuals. It's always a residual there. And my solar inverter takes 70 watts at night. I did a video the other day on my second channel showing that. I could actually measure it. I can show you that right now if you're really that keen. If you're that keen. Oh, it's not going to show me. I have to go back to a day where, yeah, there we go. I can show you. I have the tools. I have the talent. Once again, watch this. Have to stop screen sharing. Then I've got to select another screen sharing. And then I've got to go energy usage, solar analytics, boom. And add to stage, boom. Look at that. All right, there you go. There you go. I will show you. No. Hang on, I'll find it. Where the hell is it? Where's it gone? Is it gone? No. There it is. Changes the bloody icon. Changes the tab icon at the top when you're sharing it. That's interesting. Didn't know that. But you can see it where my cursor is at the moment. Look right above it at that minus 0.07. That minus 0.07, this is where you can see the production, sorry, there's the consumed. So there's the consumed at night. So that's like the various fridges and stuff, turn off and on. This is my battery producing power at night. So it's powering all the fridges and everything. But then the battery hit 20% and it switched off right there at 2 a.m. in the morning. The battery went dead, right? It switched off. It didn't go completely dead. It went down to the threshold value where it switches off. So I'm taking it all from the grid, and you notice that the grid is actually, that value in there is minus 0.7. So there's the 70 watts, which is being taken from, it's negative because it's being taken from the solar. It's being taken from the DI inverter. That's why it's negative, because the current clamp is on the output of the DI inverter, and because it's going back into the DI inverter, it's taking a residual 70 watts. Cool, huh? So, yep, I can see that. It's really groovy. Is electrical engineering dead in Australia? No, not at all. Heaps of jobs here for an electrical engineer. If I had to go out and get a real job, I'd have no problems getting a real job. Definitely not dead. Lots of high-tech companies here. No problems whatsoever. I've got a friend who's working for NVIDIA here. Oh, that's my phone. Better go get it. Yes, of course, that was Mrs. EEVblog. She's the only one who ever calls me. My social life is limited. So if my phone rings, it's either a spam call or it's Mrs. EEVblog. Oh, very occasionally I get a call from something else, but yep. 95% of the time, it's Mrs. EEVblog. And she's on her way home. So much for that. She's coming home earlier than I thought. So we were going to have pizza. The dudes were going to have pizza night. But she's coming home early, but I think we're going to have pizza anyway. So, it's already 6 p.m. No, I'm not streaming from the Mailbag Mini PC. Streaming from my laptop. So I'm going to use the Mailbag Mini PC. I'm going to set it up as the webcam for the leakage, for the battery leakage cam. Battery leakage cam. I'm going to set it up. I'll probably put it down in my dungeon and I'll have a light permanently on it. So I have a light on it 24/7 and I'm going to stream it to YouTube. I've set up another channel. If you search for EEV Stream, you can be the first subscriber. First subscriber. If you subscribe, can you actually search for EEV Stream? Is it there? EEV Stream, one word. No, it's not there. But if you go to youtube.com/EEV Stream, let me check if that works. youtube.com/EEV Stream. Oh, this page isn't available. What? Try searching for something else. Oh. What? You told me it was, I set it up yesterday. I set up a new channel. Switch account. EEV Stream. Oh, it has one subscriber. View channel on YouTube. Well, no, there's 2 subscribers. Somebody just found it. Somebody just found it and joined. I'll put it in the comments here. There we go. It's the EV Stream channel. So that will have leakage cam on it. And what I thought would be cool for the battery leakage thing is to actually put a voltmeter, like a panel voltmeter. I don't want to use like a multimeter because I want to run this thing for like a month or whatever. And so I thought I'd put like a panel meter across each battery, like there's 4 batteries in series, so that you can actually see if one of the cells turns negative. I thought that'd be cool. I've got a bunch of panel meters somewhere. I've got like, I have to see if I can dig them out. Got them somewhere. God, maybe they're in the bunker. I don't know. But yeah, I have like a dozen panel meters somewhere. And I thought, yeah, I'd put like a panel meter across each actual cell to see if one of them reverses voltage and if the one that reverses voltage is the one that leaks, etc. So yeah, I thought that'd be cool. So, but the battery holder I got at the moment is shit. I'd like to use like 4 individual battery holders and then put them all in series and then put a voltmeter across each one so you can actually see. At the moment, I just got a battery holder that just has 2 cells either side and it's shit, so you can't really see it on camera properly. I don't know. Maybe I might go to JCar tomorrow or something and get some battery holders that actually have like just individual ones with tabs. Then I can like stick them all down and put the cells in the top and then have the camera trained on the batteries and the LEDs that are flashing and 4 panel meters. No, I haven't done a video on the island in thing. Enphase does island. No, it just detects the presence of a grid. If there's no grid, it doesn't output it. It won't output anything. That's every inverter. Every inverter sold in this country by law has to have the island in thing. It has to, if there's no grid, it has to switch off. So it's just doing a detection of the grid constantly. Rasenbot, what is the purpose of the battery if you can sell excess power to the grid? Do you mean if I can or can't sell excess power to the grid? The whole idea of the battery is so that we don't take essentially any power from the grid. It's not to sell money back to the grid, because it's too complicated an algorithm to figure out, your demand thing. Okay, it's an overcast day. The battery only got to 50%, but how much energy are we going to use tonight? I don't know. It depends on our requirements. Will we have enough? I don't know. It's like a crapshoot almost. So even if I had the ability to sell back to the grid, I probably wouldn't want to. Yeah, there's no shortage of robotics, mechatronics, mechanical engineering jobs. There's no shortage of them. Go and look them up. I could do that right now. What is the, I don't know. I haven't looked at the jobs board for a decade. What is it, Monster Jobs? Is that it? Mechanical engineer. Can't spell. Yesterday I couldn't spell engineer. Now I are one. Mechanical engineer. Remote? What? Sydney, Florida. Sydney, no. I'm on the American site. .com.au, maybe? No? I don't know. Jobs.com.au. What? There's no jobs.com.au? Really? Oh, Seek. That's the name of it. Seek used to be the biggest one here, wasn't it? Seek. Enter 2 keywords. Mechanical engineer. Oh, bloody hell. Bloody things pop up and then it takes your cursor focus away. Stupid. Sydney. Seek. Mechanical engineer. 107 jobs. 107 mechanical engineers. Mechanical design engineer. 109 jobs. Yeah. That's just in Sydney. No problem whatsoever. Most of them are pushing 100K a year to 6 figures. There's one for 140. Yeah, no shortage of jobs. Finding a good job is harder, but if you just needed a job. Yeah, EE is not dead in any fairly developed country. Correct. Correctamundo. Yes, the battery, the big mega packs can be used for grid stability and demand. Yes, they can. Not caught up to the chat. Yeah, there'd be big money. There can be big money in that. If you're an expert in PLCs and stuff like that, setting up control gear and switchboard, like large industrial control boards and stuff like that. Yeah. Especially if you go do it out on in some mine or something like that, you can get you can work half a year and then take half a year off. You can earn a lot of money doing specialty stuff like that. That doesn't need a huge amount of knowledge. You just need specialist knowledge. Specialist knowledge in a non-glamorous industry is always high demand. Yeah, if you know how to set up Allen Bradley PLCs or something. Yep. But as always, it's not what you know, it's who you know. I mean, you've got to be competent, but if you're competent and you have no contacts, then, how do you find that work? But once your name gets around, then the work finds you. There's a mechanical engineering job in Sydney with Microsoft going. Really? What are Microsoft doing? Some little hardware group? Yeah, you can do PLCs without being an electrician. You can get, I think there's a restricted ticket. I looked into getting the restricted ticket, but it didn't let me do anything really much. But I believe it would allow you to like wire up PLC, like giant switchboards and stuff like that. You just need a ticketed electrician to physically make the final connection. So, because a PLC like that might be deemed, unless there's main switching and stuff like that. It depends on what it is, really. At least here in Australia, we've got very protected industry here. Big Daddy MRI is 72 now. Young whippersnapper. Love fixing stuff. Excellent. Will I still be YouTube? Who thinks I'll still be YouTubing at 72 years of age? Who thinks I'll still be making videos at 72 years of age? Yeah, the restricted, I looked at getting the restricted ticket. I thought, maybe there's some restricted thing I can get. And I went and looked at it and I went, you can't do anything. Basically, all it lets you do is like pull cables, or something dumb like that. It was stupid. You think I will? From the surface of Mars, I doubt it. Mitsubishi Q Series, Ian Scott Johnson. How old am I now? Yep, I'll take that. I'll take that. Yep, early 40s. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Hey, hi, Dave. We'll be making videos forever. Yeah, I just mentioned this on X today. Pretty much calling it X now. I've given up calling it Twitter. That I was just approached by, I thought it was an AI company at first, but it's not. It's one of your traditional multi-channel networks. Those MCMs, I and every other creator hates. They're still going. It's still going. Anyway, this one, they've got a few reasonable names in their list of talents. Anyway, they didn't contact me to join their MCN. They contacted me because they want electronics videos. They want me to upload electronics videos to their new AI portal, which allows AI companies to then pay me to have my videos as training data. So this MCM, this YouTube multi-channel network, is smarter than them because you're just going to go out of business doing that shit. Surprised they're not out of business already. They've decided to pivot. Well, they're still doing that, but they're pivoting. They reckon they've got $30 million Yankee bucks in funding approved from AI companies that need video training data. So they're after lots of long form content videos, and the requirement is it's got to have no watermarks, it's got to have no embedded text in it, But they specifically, I do know they contacted me and Big Clive. I don't know about anyone else yet, but I know they also contacted Big Clive, and we both got the same message from this company, and they want us to, they claim you can earn up to $100,000 for your content. Who believes that? But they claim that they have 30 million bucks in approved funding from AI companies for training data. So, yeah, WTF indeed, Ian. Really? 60? I think I might have mentioned this on the stream a couple of weeks ago. I went to a birthday party, a friend of mine who was back in town, and he said, "Oh, I'm having a big birthday bash." So I obviously knew it was, a big birthday. And I went, "Oh, you're turning 50, are you?" Oh, yeah, like I just assumed he was turning 50. I used to work with him when I worked at Altium, turning 50. And he said, "No, 60. Oh, shit." It just means time flies. It's been 12 years since I worked at Altium. Holy shit. It's just, wow. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. He was turning 60, not 50. Because when we both worked at Altium, I thought he was a similar age to me. He was turning 60. So yes, maybe I should take the money. I have actually contacted them and go, and ask for the terms and conditions and shit, because they're going to scrape my data anyway. And AI companies are going to just steal my data anyway. So I figure I may as well get paid for it. But I don't know. They're just trying to scoop up all these creators to get up. You have to actually physically upload your raw videos. You have to upload the raw videos to their server somehow. And then you get paid if any of the AI companies choose your content to train their AI data on, train their AI engine on. So, but they specifically ask for electronics content. So, yeah. And it's not some exclusive deal thing. They say, no, you keep all your rights to your content, etc. It's just that you upload them. I assume it's some portal where you upload your videos and then you get like a revenue thing, and you can see like in real time if any of the AI companies have taken your content or what content for training data. I don't know how the back end works, but I just assume it's something like that. Yeah. So I figured they're going to steal my content anyway, so I might as well. So I'm cautious, but I'm asking them actual questions, I want to read the terms and conditions and shit. Because if they just want to steal my voice or my likeness, no, obviously not. But if they're just using, but they didn't say anything about that. They're talking about videos of, you've done beautiful videos. They're talking about tutorials as well. So I assume that they just want to match the visuals with the text, so that they can match, so that their AI can train, oh yeah, this text is talking about this image here. It's talking about this circuit. It's talking about this, circuit board, or I'm soldering, and, this is what soldering looks like, or something like that. So I don't think they want to like steal people's, it's not like, these AI engines, not like you're going to be able to say an AI engine, please make me an EEVblog video. I don't think it's like that. But I have to read the terms and conditions. Yeah, well, when you hit 50, your check engine light will come on. Count on it. Did I ever tell the story about when I turned 40? Yes, I'm over 40. I am over 40. Believe it or not, I am over 40. What happened? I was talking, turning the big 40. So I was talking about it for months beforehand. I was going, oh, I'm going to have a heart attack when I turn 40. I'm always talking about, oh, I'm going to have a heart attack. It's like, it's all over. Right? So I was joking about it for months. What happens? This is deadly serious. On my 40th birthday, I wake up chest pains. I kid you not. Like right over the heart, like I was bent over, like with chest pains, like on my 40th birthday. Just woke up, like sweating, everything, like, and these massive chest pains. I thought I was having a heart attack. So I raced off to the doctor, and the doctor just took one look at me and went, it's nothing. He says, oh, no, what did he say? Oh, you're the third one in 3 days or something. And what it turned out to be, no, it wasn't anything to do with my heart. It was a virus that was going around that was attacking the chest muscles. It was apparently this virus infects the chest muscles somehow. I don't know. And it causes spasms in the. This was the exact symptom. And he said, yeah, I've seen it. I've seen a bunch of people. And I said, but, and I have to assure him, look, can you please check my heart? And he goes, there's nothing wrong with your heart, but please just so I get the stethoscope out and listen to the heart. No, there's nothing wrong with it. And sure enough, it's this bloody virus thing. 40th birthday, I willed it upon myself to scare the shit out of myself. On my 40th birthday. Unbelievable. So, yep. Man. Yeah, that was bad. But sure enough, I just took the antibiotic or whatever it was. And I was better the next day and nothing wrong with my heart. Is that Mrs. EEVblog? I'll go until Mrs. EEVblog comes home. Your subconscious made you feel it. Yeah, no, it was actually a virus. It was actually a chest virus. So, ooh, heart attack. Really, in 3 years and 3 weeks in the cardiac unit. Ouch. Hope you're better now. Yep. That's why I still keep super fit. Yep, all those young whippersnappers at the gym can't keep up. They look on in awe. Not that I'm tooting my own horn. No, damn it, I'm going to toot my own horn. Yes. Challenge any of the young whippersnappers at the gym. I can jump higher. I can lift more weight for longer. I can't lift more weight. Every guy in the gym outdoes me for weight, but I'm an endurance guy. So, yep. Give me 200 reps straight, I will embarrass your ass. Because I trained for endurance weight work. And, yep. Yeah, I didn't need glasses until, late in the day. I've only had glasses for like the last 5 years or something. Yep. Oof. Neuropilot. Wow. The weightlifters don't know how to do actual work. Yeah, it's hilarious. These huge, big, massive guys, right, come into a pump class because pump is one of the weight endurance classes that I do. I've done over 6,000. 6,000. Kind of lost count at 6,000. 6,000 Les Mills body pump classes. That's a lot of classes. It's a lot of consistency. And I see them come in, these massive jack guys, man. Their chests are 3 times bigger than, like, I don't have a huge chest, but they're 3 times bigger than me. Their biceps are twice as big, everything, right? And they come in and they're doing their first body pump class, right? These guys can bench, 200 kilos out there. I can barely bench my body weight, right? And they come into a pump class and they look around it and they see all my weights because I always have the biggest weights in the class by far. And they look at my weights and they think, oh, we can, the instructor tells them don't go heavy because your weight work outside there means nothing when you come in here and you do a couple of 100 reps, in 5 minutes. It means nothing. Being able to do 10, 15 reps out there means nothing when you have to do 200 nonstop. And so they check out my weights and they go, oh, I can do what this guy's doing, you know. And so they try, or maybe they go a bit under because the instructor told them to go less. And then they just die. They just die. And I'm there just smiling. They're just smiling, doing it easy. And they're like sweating like pigs after, you know, the first couple of minutes, you know, the first 100 reps. And they just can't do it. These massive guys, totally different. But then I can't go out there and do a huge bench press. So I can't even do a single rep. So, yeah, it's just the way you train. What? Is that a thing? The California Attorney General is investigating HAECO for right to repair violations? How? Oh, battery's running low on my laptop. Right to repair renovations. How? Violations. How? Going to have to look that one up. What the? Really? How? Because they don't provide schematics for their soldering irons or something? What? How is that a thing? I don't understand how that's a thing. They probably use roids and will be dead from cancer or heart attacks at 60. Yeah, probably. Yeah, some massive jack guys at my gym. It's crazy. Yeah, but they can't do it. They just don't have any endurance whatsoever. They just don't train for it. Federal Trade Commission, FTC, has issued warning letters to companies that restrict consumer rights to repair which violates. Yeah. Hey, Kerry. What age did I start gymming? Looking to use it as a good way to de-stress from work. Not sure if I reckon it's worth it with that goal. You don't want a goal. Goals are for losers. You want a system. Do not have a goal. My goal is to lose weight. No. Wrong. Bad. My goal is to get fit. No. Don't have a goal. Have a system that you enjoy. To answer, well, I'll expand on that. Unless my battery dies. If my battery dies, sorry, the stream's going to end. Early 20s, I started at the gym. I was maybe 22, maybe 22 when I started at the gym. Before that, I was the weediest person you've ever seen in your life. The most, I'm 5'9", smidge under 5'9", or 5'9", and I weighed. The most I ever weighed my entire life was 55 kilos. That was the most I ever weighed. Most. As I now weigh 72, 74, something like that. And I'm not fat. Wait until you see what sort of vacuum I can do a stomach vacuum. I can show you a stomach vacuum. And 55 kilos my entire life before I hit the gym. And then first, I had like a week's free trial or something, and I hated it. You know, they went there and then, first day you get the instructor person shows you around and they show you how to use the machines and everything. Right, I'd never done anything before in my life. It's 55 kilos, the weediest little pathetic wimp you've ever seen in your life. And, very typical nerd, you know. And I hate it. I thought it was so boring. I don't want to do these machine things. And, or run on the treadmill. I didn't want to, run on the treadmill. What's the point? But even doing the weights and stuff, I was just bored in there on my own. It was boring. And then I think it was the last day and I was ready to quit. And then I saw this body pump class, Les Mills body pump. And it just started up in Australia. So I think it was one of the first, it hadn't been going long there in Australia. And I think, anyway, from memory, I think I started with Body Pump 18, maybe. Anyway, and so and this was a group class, and I thought, oh, what is it? What is this body pump? And I asked, and they said, oh, it's all weight work. It's all weight work, and you do it as a class with music and stuff. And I thought, oh, okay, I'll give that a go. And I was hooked. I was immediately hooked. I thought this is cool. I actually enjoy this. So find something that you enjoy doing. If it's a chore, you're never going to do it. That's why a system is to find something you enjoy that gives you that side benefit. So my system was that I was obsessed with doing body pump classes. Then I got into then Les Mills branched out into body combat. Then I was doing body combat classes, which is like a martial arts class. And then, but body pump was my thing. And I did that religiously, 7 days a week for at least a decade. So right there's 3,500 body pump classes. 3,500 body pump classes right there. And then once I said I got into body pump, I used to do the double body pump, body combat double. Sorry, I got into body pump. And then other classes when I went to other gyms and, branched out into CrossFit classes and boxing and other stuff. Oh, Mrs. EEVblog's home. Yeah, so find a system. Find a system. So, yep. So find something that you enjoy that gives you that benefit. Don't have a goal. Goals are for losers. Trust me. So yes, I enjoy the social aspect. I virtually never do weights in the gym on my own, just working out on my own. I'm doing a body pump class. I'm doing a grid class. I'm doing some sort of cross-train class or something like that. Where you can make friends, hang out, have a good time. Yep. Anyway, see you, Pico. Jedi Masterclass for an aspiring Padawan. Yes. Goals are for losers. Remember that. Yes. I'm probably gonna have to go pick. Oh, geez, it's 6:30. Yeah. Go get the pizza. There'll be no peak hour traffic in Norwest. And yep. Go to George's Pizza. George is the best. George's Pizza. It's been there and doing it for like 40 years or something. It's great.